Hi guys, it's your guy here, the Unknown Trader. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna run through our charts quite quick and see which currencies will present opportunities today. Okay, so we were supposed to do this last night, but for some unexpected reasons, we'll be doing this together right now. And the reason I'm doing it with you is I want you to get an understanding of how I do things or how you can do things, because remember, the most important thing is staying disciplined. Okay, is doing things in time, not just jumping to the charts and start scanning and looking for opportunities. No, you have to prepare in advance. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'll be looking for these are my setups. I have already green day 2, day 3 longs, day 3 shorts. I've already explained a couple of them in my previous videos, but I'll also make more videos where I explain all this setup in detail. Okay, so say for instance, if gold gives me a red day, I'm gonna write it here. If euro USD gives me a green day, I'm gonna write it here. If another currency gives me a day 2, I'm gonna write it here. And out of all those that will give a good setup today, I'm not gonna take all of them. I'm gonna filter them and choose maybe 2 or 3. And out of those 3, I'm gonna be looking maybe for one opportunity per session. Okay, and I'm gonna be looking for the ones that have set up in a good way, and now I'll be tracking them throughout Asian session because they've already traded throughout Asia today. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. The first thing, as I always say, please come to Forex Factory and look at the news, because you don't want to start your day without knowing what a volatility will be introduced to the market at what time. Okay, you must be aware of the news. Okay, I'm not saying study fundamentals, no, I'm saying look at the news, because this news will really interfere with your plan. Say for instance, we're gonna have Empire State Manufacturing Index at 2:30 p.m. South African time, and say maybe you are in a trade and you are in a profit of 80 pips, and they just go and pin into your stop loss maybe 100 pips, you're gonna lose, whereas you are in profit, and you're gonna lose unexpectedly. So if you are not aware of this, come to Forex Factory, sign up, and come to the time. Make sure you select your time zone. This is highly important, and I will always mention this in every video that I make, because this is important. Okay, so right now we see that, okay, for Japani yen, I saw this last night anyway, that Japani will be closed today. That's why I didn't even bother going to Asian session. Okay, so we have, okay, I don't trade this one. So this one is the one that interests me today, because I trade the dollar a lot, and most currencies obviously include the dollar. So what we're gonna do is, okay, we're gonna note this time down, 2:30. Okay, there is news. And one thing, if you haven't used this website, you should look at, just come and click here on this thing that looks like this icon that looks like a file, and read here, actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So at 2:30, you're just gonna wait and see the actual. If it's greater than this one, or even greater than this one, that's what I really prefer. If it's greater than this one, then I am expecting the currency to strengthen. Okay, I'm expecting USD to go up. So those are the things you must just take out of the way. And I have a video on how to trade explosive news. Just go and look at it to see how you trade this kind of news events. Okay, so now that we know that US dollar will be presenting news at 2:30, we will just be aware of that. If we have any open trade before that time, I will close them 10 minutes before. Okay, just so that I don't get disturbed. If I believe that, okay, they are gonna go in my direction, then I can leave a small position. That's if I'm already in. Okay, right now we are not in. And okay, let's jump into our charts. Okay guys, here we are on our charts right now. So what I'm gonna do is, Asia is already traded. Okay, because I've grouped my charts based on sessions. These are the ones that trade well in Asia, they move well in Asia. That are currencies that include like the Japanese yen and all sort of stuff, Audi USD and stuff. Okay, these are the ones that move well in London, and I have different time frames grouped. Okay, and these are the ones that move well during the US, and I have major pair. But London and US have almost the same currency. We just add USD CAD for USD session, USD CAD, and the France currency. Okay, so that's a strength. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go to anyway, for this video, so that you can learn as well, let me start with Asia. And what I do when analyzing this kind of charts, I normally look at the 1 hour, because it's easy to see how the previous day traded on a 1 hour. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is because if I go to a daily time frame, this day is just gonna be one candle, one candle, one candle, one candle, so I won't really see. If I go to a 15 minutes, there are gonna be too many bars, so I need this one. It has 24 bars because it's a day. An hour is a bar, an hour is a bit bar, so I will have 24 bars because we have 24 hours each day. So what I'm gonna do right now is, okay, I'm gonna start here. As for Japan yen, most of them are closed. The banks are closed, so we are not expecting much volatility. However, let's see the kind of setups that we have. Okay, this one has been going up. Okay, yes, good. And then this day, which was Friday, pulled back and went up. It trapped traders high, so it opened high and closed low. So this to me is a first red day. Okay, and as it's a first red day, what I'll be looking for is, I'm gonna look for it to go down like this, but already this one has already hit the previous day's low. So what I can be expecting is, I'm gonna be, remember, I will have setups. However, my setups are just a sign. Okay, are just gonna give me a thesis of how I expect the following day to go, but I'm still gonna look at market behavior, okay, and market structure, because that plays a huge role. So right now what I'm gonna do is, as you can see, we have a consolidation. I'm gonna run through this quite quick. Okay, we have our sorry for that. We have our consolidations right here. So what I'm gonna do is, I'll be looking for a pullback if I am looking for a short position. Okay, this is what I will look for, because whenever they break out of consolidations, there are many people who are gonna jump in immediately, who we call breakout traders. Okay, and market movers are well aware of that, so they will break out, pull back, and then reverse. They are closing all these guys up, okay, because they don't want to carry traders with them, because the role of the market is to take money from many and give it to few. Always write that actually down somewhere. The role of the market is to remove wealth from many and allocate it to few, so they're not gonna go with you. Okay, one thing they're gonna do, they're gonna try to shake you off and make sure they go without you, because that's their fundamental role. That's the fundamental goal of markets. Okay, so for this one I have a red day because it has been going up, and then the following day opened high and closed low. So today, yes, I was expecting it to fall down to at least this low, but as it's trading right now, I will be looking for maybe a pullback and a fall. I'm not saying it's gonna fall all the way to here. No, you must be reasonable. Okay, you must be reasonable when you set your take profits. So this one is still setting up. I'll just leave it here. If later when I come I see that it has actually pulled back, I'm not saying it's gonna get to this point. However, I am saying I'm waiting for it to pull back in at least 3 pushes, either 3 candles, or either 1 2 3 pushes, or either like 3 pushes in the form of pips. Maybe it's 20 20 20, it reverses in 60 pips, then I will know that it has reversed in 3 pushes of 20 pips, 20 pips, 20 pips, which makes it 60, because the markets are always moving in threes, and you'll hear me mentioning this in every video that I post, because the number 3 is highly crucial. It's significant. Okay, so I'm not really gonna jump in. How many minutes are we left into the London session? Okay, we are already 6 minutes on into the London session. The London session opens officially at 9 a.m. but 8 a.m. it's the first hour where they will usually send you in the wrong direction, or just prepare or get traders trapped. Okay, so okay, this is what we have so far. It's still setting up, and I always say that the moment you come to the market, if you immediately see a trade, that means maybe you are still a beginner and you are actually doing the wrong things. And just because the markets are going down like this, it doesn't mean you have to be on the trade. And just because the markets have gone 100 pips doesn't mean you have missed anything. Okay, stay true to your setup. If your setup is not there and the market goes 500 pips, then it's okay. You didn't miss that 500 pips. It was not part of your trade. Because let me tell you something, if you gonna feel like you missed something and you want to be in every move, you will catch some moves, but in the long term you're gonna blow out your account, believe me. So you need to have a setup and stay true to it. This way you will like be profitable in the long run. Remember, the goal is to be profitable in the long run. Okay, so stay disciplined to your plan. Okay, so yes, I have a first red day, it has already hit here, so I just want to see how it behaves. Okay, uh New Zealand JPY, I don't really like the New Zealand currency because it has crazy spreads. You can see the spreads. Let me go to a 1 minute chart quite quick, and let me just measure the spreads for you. Okay, $2 spread, 2 pip spreads. Okay, not bad, but usually they go up to 5 pips and all sort of stuff. And if you're gonna be taking a huger lot size, then it might work against you. Okay, say maybe for example you are taking a position where 1 pip is equals to 1,000 rand. That means if already it has maybe 5 to 6 pip spreads, you already, by just entering, you are 6,000 rand down. So you can see how much you will need to open that position and how you will have to adjust your stops. Okay, so just take into account that New Zealand mostly has crazy spreads. Okay, so let's see, this one went up. Okay, and most of these currencies are gonna perform in the same way. Okay, that's why I have grouped them in the same group. They move well during Asia, that is if you're, that is 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Okay, but they have the potential to move throughout the day. Okay, so right now what I will look at is, okay, this one is going down, it has closed as a day 2. So today what I will be looking for on this currency is I'm looking for it to go up. Why? Because it gave me actually it gave me a day 1, a day 2, and a day 3. Okay, this is on day 3 and the market moves in 3. It can go up 3 days and then begin to trap. That, just bear that in mind. Okay, so it's on a day 3. That's what we're gonna be looking at. Okay, so it's highly possible for it to come up and trap more traders if it's gonna fall. Okay, so that's what I'll be looking at, day 1, day 2, day 3. Okay, so I just want to see how this trades, and I want to see if it will say, for instance, if this was a fake breakout for the day 3, then we have our consolidation. I always use rectangles. Okay, I'm not a fan of trend lines, I don't use that, I use rectangles. So what I will be looking for, if it's gonna go down, if it's gonna present a shoulder, head and shoulder, I want to see it coming at least back, because after a breakout, which is this one, I expect them to trade back in, because we have breakout traders who immediately jump into the market. And market behavior, that's how they behave, and that's how they have been behaving for years, and that's how they're gonna behave for many years to come. So at least I'll be expecting them to come back in. Okay, if they're gonna fall. Okay, because already they've hit day 3, or else they can just keep trending up and up and up. So those are the things you should bear in mind. Okay, it's quite rare that you'll see them just falling. No, usually they'll break out and pull back. That's what the market does. It breaks out, pulls back, trends, breaks out, pulls back, reverses, breaks out, pull back, and consolidates. Those are the 3 things markets do. So in most cases you're gonna see them breaking back in. They will break out and pull back. Sometimes they'll pull back and not even get inside, but just enough to scare those who are already in profit, breakout traders. But in most cases they will obviously go back in and close everybody who is in a profit. Okay, so that's market behavior. So I will be looking for, let me go down to 15 minutes and see what I can be looking for. It's still early, they might still be trapping traders down. So as I usually say, maybe they are coming to close this one before reversing. It's quite possible, and I'm not saying like they will reverse. No, we look at the market behavior, the story they are painting for us. Okay, and that's how we will know what to do. Okay, so let me see, it's a 15 minute. What time is it? Let me look at the time right now. It's 11 past. So this is the first 15-minute candle. There are high chances that they might be taking you into the wrong direction. Okay, but all in all, for this one I'm looking for a bearish move, a bullish move. Okay, So that's my thesis. Okay, so right now I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm gonna wait for it to trap. Somebody will be jumping in because you see this big candle after an inside bar. Some people will be jumping in immediately, but don't be moved by emotions. Keep your emotions outside. See the story they are painting. See what they're doing. How are they trapping? How are they sending people into the wrong direction? How are they setting up? And then only take things that align with your setup. Okay, I am gonna make a video maybe later today to show you how you enter. It will strongly be based on entries. Okay, so right now I just wanted to set up. Yes, they are working and working. I can see that. Just give the market time, as I always say. Just because they went down, let me see how many pips they went down. Just because they went down maybe 40 pips doesn't mean you missed anything. They might be setting up for something big, and you might end up getting more pips than what you could have got if you just jumped in immediately. Okay, so this one is, so I'll look at the behavior. But so far this one has set up quite well. Okay, it has set up quite well. I want to see how it goes. Okay, so yes, GJ, I love this one. This one gave me a first red day. A first red day is, say maybe for instance this market has been going down either for 2-3 days, yes, or even one day. Say maybe they've been going down and all of a sudden the following day they change and uh they open low and close high. Then this is a first red day, and it tells you that the following day is gonna go up. That's our thesis. Okay, so what we wait for, we wait for it to pull back. If you go and look at my previous video, I explained this before it even happened. Okay, that what I'm looking for actually is, I'm looking for a market that will actually pull back. Okay, actually, let me see, I'm looking for a market that will pull down and then go up, and then my first take profit will at least be here. Okay, then I lock it. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. The same applies to today. Okay, because I'm expecting maybe a unidirectional move for a period of 3 days. So what I'm looking at for right now today, this is a very good candidate for me, and let me write it down. It's what GJ, G, Great Britain pound, versus Japan yen. Okay, so what I'm looking for right now is, I'm looking for it to go down just like it has been doing, and I'm gonna be looking for it to go up, and I'm looking to take my profit here. So what I usually do, I just want to help you understand, because if I just go through my charts without really explaining anything, then you might lose. So I'm looking for at least 3 drops, maybe 25, 25, 25, which will be 75. Sometimes if the trend is strong, it's only gonna pull back 25 bips, and you will find that, okay, you can take 25 bips to the top and get more bips going up. Okay, or so it might just fall 25 bips. Okay, 25 pips or 50 pips or 75 pips, or it can even go more. So that's what we're looking at. What I will do usually is, I will come to this 15-minute chart and I will measure. Let me show you how I'm gonna determine my strike zones. Okay, you can see it has fall about 106 pips. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna measure 25 pips first. This is roughly 25 pips here. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna take a rectangle like this, okay, a box, and then put it on at 25 pips, and then I change the color to something a bit, let's see, I'm gonna change the color to something a bit less destructive. Okay, something that won't distract me. Okay, okay, this color is beautiful. Okay, this is great, and I am just gonna duplicate it. Let me just duplicate it. Okay, or is it CTRL to duplicate anything? And then I'm gonna put it at 50 pips. Okay, this is roughly 70 pips. So just because they're giving you big candles towards the downside doesn't mean you are missing something that might be trapping you. Okay, just pay attention to that. Okay, pay attention to that. So what I'm gonna do is, guys, I want to hold your hand and take you through, like, spoon feed if possible, okay? But I also want you to do your own research and your own work, okay? That's why I always say go and read a book by uh, there's a book by Peter Brandt, or you can get a book by Skabarka. Peter Brandt learned from Skabarka. That's the first book that he was introduced to that turned him into a profitable trader, okay? Okay, so this is what I'm, yeah, this is perfect. This is 25, this is 50, this is 75, and since it has gone 100, that's a bonus for me. But just because it has gone 100 doesn't mean I'm gonna get, if it goes up, I'm gonna get all the 100 pips. No, what my target is, I'm not willing to catch the lows because I'm not hunting the lows, okay? I'm not a market mover, so I don't care about the lows. What I need is, I want to make sure they have trap traders, and I want to make sure they have already started reversing direction. I'm gonna look for an engulf after they've played and they are done with all the trapping and all sort of games they will usually carry out to get people to take the wrong directions. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is a triple bottom. Okay, they might be preparing for something big. So what you have to do is pay attention to the clock. Okay, now it's 8 o'clock, but pay attention to 9 o'clock. What will they do at 9 o'clock? That is what will tell you a different story. Pay attention to the time, because London session opens at 9 o'clock. So pay attention to what they will do at 9 o'clock. Maybe they might start shifting zones. Maybe they will shift zone during this hour. Maybe they'll use this hour to trap people. Just know what happens, because I want to be on the screen for at least 2 hours. And what I do is I come to the screen at 9 o'clock exactly, and then I go to my 1 minute chart, and I start drawing my lines. I just want to see what 7 o'clock did. I'm gonna take you through in this video. No, not in this video. I'll take another video. Okay, I want to see how previous 4 hour traded. I want to see how the previous hour traded, and I want to see from 9 o'clock how each 15 minute opens and closes. What story is it telling? Okay, I'll show you that. So I have my, this is my strike zone. This is where I obviously want to take a trade if they have already showed me that they are done trapping and all sort of stuff. So this is my first currency that has set up very well. So it's one of the currencies that after filtering I will be left with. Okay, this is one of the best setup I am looking for today, at least for a trade back to the high of the day, which was the high of Friday. Okay, because I know that there are people who are profitable right now, who are in profit, who entered on maybe this candle or this engulfing candle, so they're in profit, and we will be going for them. And just because right now they gave this big candle, there are people who have entered onto it. I know they are trapping. Okay, there are people who entered here, there are people who entered at this pin or on this engulf, so they're working the low. So we'll just see how they behave. Okay, because what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna end up going to the 1 minute, and that is where everything will be done, because I do my analysis on a 1 minute chart. And what let me try to show you something else. I'm gonna go to this, and now I have a couple of indicators. Now I don't use fancy indicators, guys. I'm against the indicators, because indicators will just get you trapped. Okay, so this one is the session time. I told you that usually my session starts at 8, the hour before the official opening of London session, and I will be looking to take a trade after 9 o'clock. Okay, unless if it's a continuation pattern. Okay, but for this kind of trades I am looking to take a trade at 9 o'clock. And let's see, right now the time is let me check, it's 8:21. I'm not yet interested, but what I know right now is, actually, let this video serve its purpose, because now if I start going deeper and deeper and deeper, then I'm gonna lose the purpose of this video, which was to run through my charts. But this one is set up quite well, and yeah, because now on a 1 minute chart, what I will be doing is I'm gonna be looking for, guys, I have a lot of things on my head. That's why I end up messing the goal of the video. But let me show you this. This is 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock open right here. So what I'm gonna do is 8 o'clock open right here. I'm just gonna make this line blue, and I'm gonna make this line a bit thin. Okay, this is the open of 7 o'clock, and 7 o'clock, mind you, is the end of the previous 4 hours, because when you are trading the 4-hour chart, the first candle opens at 11 p.m. in the night. It goes all the way to 3, and from 3 the next 4 hours is going to be at 7 o'clock a.m. and from 7 the next 4-hour candle is going to be at 11 a.m. and from 11 the next candle is going to be at 3. Okay, because in a day we're going to have roughly 4 to 5 candles. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, okay, yeah, we're gonna have roughly 6 candles on a 4-hour time frame. So this is 7 a.m. open. Let's see, 7 a.m. Okay, let me put it in caps lock. 7 a.m. open. Okay, I want to know how the previous 4 hours traded. I want to know how the previous hour traded, because most people think the 1 minute is a bad time frame, but it's not. Okay, so far this was the high of 7, because this is the first candle of 8 o'clock which went high. Okay, this this was the high of 7. Okay, because we can only write in the high after 8 o'clock has opened. Even now we cannot write in 8 o'clock low and high, because 9 o'clock hasn't opened. So they haven't in real sense made a low or a high. Okay, so this was 7 o'clock low. Okay, this was 7 o'clock low. I wish I could take this chart up until I take my trade, because if it's set up well, I'm gonna end up taking it. So I just wish I can do this with you guys, but this video will be very long. This is the low of 7 o'clock. Now what we have is we are beginning to build a story. 7 o'clock opened, made a high and made a low. Okay, this is why I'm telling you, do not chase candles, because within every candle, if you're on a 15-minute chart, every 15-minute candle is painting a story on a smaller time frame. Okay, because if you are on an hourly time frame, let me go to an hour just to show you. Okay, just to show you what I'm talking about. You see, these candles are 1 hour. Okay, these candles are 1 hour. This is the first candle right now, but look at this candle. You will just see this this little thing right here. Okay, this is what you will see. But in real sense, to be honest, there's a lot happening. That's why I usually prefer the 1 minute chart, because I will be able to see the entire picture. Okay, I'll be able to see the entire story that is being painted. 7 o'clock opens, makes a high and makes a low, and 8 o'clock opens right here. Immediately when 8 o'clock opens, it does something fascinating. Okay, so right now we will be looking for 8 o'clock open. Okay, 8 o'clock open. Okay, immediately when 8 o'clock opens, it does something. It opens with this candle. What does it do? It closes everybody who was in profit, maybe everybody who sold here or who sold the high of 8 a.m. of 7 a.m. So it runs 7 a.m. through. Okay, I can't say this is the high, because we still have a couple of minutes. We have over 34 minutes for this hour to close. So I can't say it's a high, but for now, let me just say it's a high, because it's a high until it's taken out. Okay, let me say it's 8 a.m. high. Okay, 8 a.m. high. Okay, because it's only a high until it gets taken out. And so far, I can say my recent low is this one. Okay, so it's a low until it's taken out, but we are not gonna conclude that it's a low. Why? Because the hour is still in progress. Okay, we don't know what they're gonna do. Okay, however, what we can say is that this is the low of the day. Why? Because it's the low we made ever since today opened. It's the low Asia made, because this is Asia, this is London, and you'll see later we'll have USD. It's just that the box is not yet there, but you will see it will be there. If we go to 1 hour time frame, you will see that already we have a green box that has not yet been tapped into. This is my US. This is my US session, which will start at 2 p.m. Okay, so now I'm on a 1 minute time frame, and I want you to understand why I use the 1 minute. Okay, yes, it's noisy, but it's not noisy if you understand. Okay, because what I'm doing currently is I'm actually trading all. I'm trading 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes on 1 minute, because now I know what the first hour did. It opened, made a high, made a low, and then came and closed here. 8 o'clock ran through the high of 7 a.m. Now my charts are beginning to tell a story. Okay, because one thing I might be waiting for, or one thing I might be expecting, is if they're gonna reverse and go up. Okay, of which is my thesis for today. I will be expecting to at least see a stop hunt. I'm gonna be looking for a stop hunt, because one thing we know for sure is there are people from Asia who are in profit. Look, they gave them a W. This is a pattern, and they immediately engulf the pattern. So everybody who maybe enter right here is in profit, and they have their stops maybe somewhere down here. So when we get a stop hunt to the low, what's happening? Most people are chasing candles, and they are gonna be chasing these candles and taking a down position. Okay, whereas the market will just be coming for those who are in profit down here. Where is the money? That's the first thing to ask yourself every time you come to the charts. Okay, where is the money? Who is in profit? Okay, who is in profit? Who is most likely to be stopped out? And for now, it's all these guys down here, because these guys are in profit. Okay, this is where the money is. This is where this market might be heading to. And if you're just chasing candles, then you're not chasing the real story. Okay, you are not chasing the real story. I just wish I can just take this trade with you, but if possible, I'll take it all the way to where it gives an opportunity. But I'm gonna be missing others, because what I usually do is I run through to see which one I've said correctly and which ones will present a nice opportunity. But as for gold, it was choppy. Okay, so right now I'm just looking at hours, but immediately when it says it hits 9 o'clock, what I'm gonna do is I'm no longer gonna be looking for hours. I'm gonna be looking for 15 minutes. So I'll be writing, okay, 9 o'clock opens here, and I will note it the very same way I'm doing for this ones. And when 9:15 opens, I'm gonna do this 9:15 open, 9:30, and then I just want to see what each 15 minute does. In other words, I'll be trading a 15-minute chart on the 1 minute. Okay, there are people who are running for this, guys. For me, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna wait patiently, and I'm waiting patiently with all of you right now. Okay, if my thesis is not proven right, then I have nothing to lose. I didn't enter the market. So let's just wait and see what happens. Okay. I should have made this video live. Okay. They are going down, and if you are an emotional trader, you will be chasing this move. Okay, guaranteed. If you are an emotional trader, you will be trading this move. Okay. So what I can say is I have a low bear. This is the last candle during this session that okay, the last candle down, but I'm not gonna mark it right now because I'm waiting for them right here. Okay, let's see what they do. So right now, what have they done? they have stopped everybody who was in profit from Asia. So this is amazing, guys. Everybody who was in profit from Asia has just been stopped out. Okay, so everybody who was in profit from the previous 4 hour has been stopped out, because the previous hour started at 3 o'clock, roughly at 3. Let me check something and see. Okay, yes, I can say that they have closed everybody. Yes, I can boldly say they've closed everybody from the previous 2 4 hours. Okay, so but Albert, okay, let's see. Oh, but you would have got 20 pips. Yes, you would have got 20 pips, but that's not the thing. Right now we are okay, you would have got 36 pips. Oh, okay, that's good. But for me, I don't care. Okay, oh, they're going down and there are people who are chasing this move. But for me, it's not a move worth being chased. Okay, I don't care. It can go 50 pips. Remember. Okay. Let me show you something very stop hunt. Okay, let me show you something important. A stop hunt is usually 20 to 50 pips. Okay, so yes, they can go 50 pips down when sending you into the wrong direction, and I told you the first hour is usually used to take you to the wrong direction. Okay, look here, they went up, but their main objective was to go down. When this session began, they went up, whereas they knew that they want to go down. So let's just see. Okay, I really am not willing to chase moves. Okay, I wasn't expecting GJ to be this volatile though, because the yen is closed. Okay, let me just respond to this one while looking at the candles. Okay, okay. Okay, meanwhile, let me just set an alert. Okay, it's going down, guys. It's going down. Okay, and one thing you should note is that at the beginning of every session, right before every session opens, they're gonna try to send you into the wrong direction. That's guaranteed. Okay, but for today, I believe we have the high of London, because I need rectangles. Remember, market breakout, pullback, reverse, breakout, pullback, trend, breakout, pullback, and consolidate. So we need a rectangle that will not only help us identify our break in structure, but will also help us identify our potential take profit points. Okay, so that's something worth being noted. Okay. And normally what I will do is I will just go to another time frame and just look from that point. Okay, but it's okay, we can just keep on looking at this one. This should have been alive. Okay, but unfortunately, it's not alive. But I just wanted to record this up to the point where I take it. Maybe it will help you. Okay, form your own thesis. Okay, maybe it will help you because I took you from looking at the setup and looking at how it's set up, and actually uh, looking at how the session begins, analyzing using a 1 minute chart, and I wish I could take you to a point whereby we end up taking the full trade. Okay, taking the trade and to a point where we take profit. But what I do is I only use, it's a live account, this one on Oanda, but because Oanda has low leverages, I don't use Oanda for trading. Okay, because their leverages are very too low. So if already you know how to trade, I believe leverage can play a crucial role in your life. Okay, they can really help you uh, maximize your return, your risk reward. Okay, but you have to know how to handle them. Okay, yes. And what I'm trying to say is, if you, for instance, have a $10 account and you are using a leverage of 1 is to 2000, like if you're using Exness, then with your $10 account, you can open a position of 0.1 and make $100 if you get 100 pips. Whereas with Oanda, you will, with a $10 account, you'll only be allowed to open a 0.01 position. So what I'm trying to say is, when you have more leverage, you can open a bigger position. However, you must only risk what you are willing to lose. Okay, that's why I'm talking about $10. You don't mind losing $10, okay, because it's quite a something small. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. So just be aware of that. Okay, be aware of that. Okay, yes, just be aware of this. So I will want to see, all in all, how many pips did this thing fall since morning. And to get that, I think I will have to come. Okay, so from the high, as you can see, this is the high of Friday. How many pips did these people fall? They fell 130 pips. So if they fall 150 pips, that will give us a three level of 50 50 50. So what does that tell you? That tells you that you will have at least an opportunity to take 100 and something pips if you are taking it back to the high. Okay, I'm not saying it's gonna go back to the high, but based on my thesis, I want to take it back to the high. Okay, and look at how it started falling. This was a great setup. It consolidated, okay, and then it just fell. Okay, it just fell. So for now, I can just bring my line down. This is my recent consolidation. Okay, this is my recent consolidation. So I want to see how they behave. If they are gonna end up going down, still again, they will just pull back and fall. So I don't wanna be the first guys to enter in a breakout. No. But my thesis says I want to take it back up, and let's see how it behaves at a number, because here I have whole numbers. I don't have fancy indicators, guys. This is only to tell me the session time. Nothing much, nothing less. It's only for the session times. Even if I didn't have it already, I already know my session times, but I just think if I'm using the colors, it makes everything look good. And this indicator, the blue one you see here, which is just the high and low of the previous day. Okay, let's see, did they go to the low of the previous day? Way, it's too far. They won't even reach it. You see, this is the low. Let's see what they did. Who did they closed everyone from here, and they might, yes, everyone who was in profit from it has been closed. So everyone who was in profit from the Asian session today has been closed. Okay, who is in profit right now? These guys are in profit. Okay, and obviously these guys at the low are in profit, but I don't care much about these guys because of the setup I have. Okay, I don't want to make this video long. I wanted to make it short, but I just saw an opportunity maybe for those who say, oh, you don't, most people like show us setups but they don't want to show us how they actually take the trade. So I just thought, okay, why don't I just show you how to take it as well? Okay, because this one presented a good opportunity. But how, I haven't looked at other currencies like gold. Let me look at gold. Yes, I was expecting gold to break out, pull back, and then reverse if it's gonna go down. So, or else it can still come and close everybody who is up here. However, I was waiting for them to break out and then return maybe in 3 pushes, which is still in progress. I will see. But if they give me a red day, this is gonna be perfect. Okay, let's look at this one quite quick. This gave me a first red day because it has been going up and then it opened high and closed low, okay, on Friday. So again, as I said, I want to see this one pulling back inside if it's gonna fall, and then I'll take it down because I don't want something that just falls like this. Remember, there is a lot of order flow here, so people are entering, and obviously this market is gonna go back for them. So 1 2 3, and already I don't think like justice was done here because these people haven't been stopped out, so it can still go up and close everybody up out. Okay, I just want to see what will happen. New Zealand USD, let's see. New Zealand USD, this is a good setup. This is one of the best red days I've ever seen. Okay, because a first red day, true first red day, must open high and close low, but it must first trap, make a peak. This peak is telling traders to go up, then they reverse, and now at least, yes, they are on this low and they will pull back. Maybe they'll pull back tomorrow, maybe they'll use today to set up, pull back, and tomorrow they will give us a great opportunity. So I'm not looking to enter every chart quick. No, I'm not in a rush. Okay, I am not in the rush. Okay, let me from my other monitor open GJ, the one that is moving, because this is the monitor that I'm gonna use to actually enter this trades. So I want to see GJ and how it's going so far. Okay, GJ, it's falling. Okay, 1 2 3. Okay, funny thing, let me see, 1 2 3. Okay, and then in engulf. It's pretty much crazy what GJ did. It's pretty much crazy. Wait a minute, just let's wait a minute and see something. Oh yeah, this is actually good. Yeah, and we also have to count the levels. 1 2. I can wait for a third level. Okay, this is good. But let's see, New Zealand USD, USD JPY, let's see. Okay, first, this is a first green day and a very good first green day. Let me just change these colors to something visible. This is a very clean first green day. Why? Because the previous one, what did I say in the previous charts? Right now, I just mentioned something right here. I told you it is one of the best I've seen. Why? Because it made a peak. It's telling traders to go the opposite direction, and immediately they pulled the zone away from everyone who went up here. So even this one, it's the same thing. Traps, and then it pushes everyone down. Those who are moved by emotions, they've entered after this candle. Hey, it's going down. Because if we actually take it down, you can see all these candles were going quite quick. They pull back and they say go down again, then immediately they engulf it and they break this level. This is what I always say. They break this level, they break out, they pull back, usually in 3 pushes. Let's go to 5 minutes, just want to see something. Okay, 1, you see, 1 they pull back, 2 they pull back, and then 3 This is 3 pushes. Okay, this is 3 pushes. Okay, sorry for this, I had to attend to this right now, so sorry for that. Okay, okay guys, sorry I had to attend to this, but anyway, as I was saying, they give you a W. This is a pattern. We always need to see a pattern. A pattern, what is the role of a pattern? Go down. They pull back. You don't believe that we're going down? Okay, we'll show you again. Go down. So basically, this is where most people get trapped, and then they reverse. They go up, they pull back, pull back, pull back into it, and then that's how they change zone. This candle here has shifted everything from these traders. So like guys, I always tell you, you are not, if you need the best cakes or a good cake that tastes very very delicious, what you can do is either you can buy a cake or bake a cake. But if you know nothing about baking, then the best option is to buy a cake. The same applies to if you don't move the markets. Okay, you don't have the power to move the markets, and since you don't have the power to move the markets, you don't have, it's like it's like somebody who needs a cake but has no skills or can't actually bake a cake because they know nothing about baking cakes. Okay, so if you know nothing about baking cakes, then the best option is to buy a cake. So the same way here, you don't move the market, the best way is to trade in line with these guys. Okay, yes, you don't move the market, you don't have power, so the best way is to go in line with these guys. So now they've given us a W. A W is a pattern. Go down, go down, go down. Okay, and we will still have to make sure that this pattern is legit. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw this line here, and let me tell you something I see now. They are breaking structure. If you know market structure, you know now that they are breaking structure. What is market structure? If a market is going down, it makes lower lows and lower highs. If a market is going down, this is the high, this is the low, and then it goes up and it breaks here. When it breaks here, which one becomes the high? This one becomes the high, and this one becomes the low. Why? Because this market is going down. But see, if you look here, there's a change in everything. Now they made, this is the low, okay, and now they've broken this high. Okay, they broken this recent high. This was the high. When they broke this high, this automatically becomes the low. Now they have changed the directions. But still, we're not gonna blindly enter if we are gonna take a long position. Okay, we're not gonna blindly enter. Okay, we just have to be patient. In other words, when I do this with you, I believe I'm gonna give you the ability to be patient. I'm gonna teach you more about patience. So this video will help you in many ways. Okay, this is the pattern. This is the W, because we know we have different kinds of W. Go and learn about W's, M's and W's. Go and learn about patterns. Go and learn about market structure. This is a W. What do? They show you we are going down. They reverse. Oh, you don't believe we are going down? Okay, let's go down. They go down. And now they've engulfed this level. Okay, they've engulfed this level. Okay, now what I want to see is, if they're going to go up, I want to see them coming back to the low. Because now what I know that we have for sure is, let's see, this is our low bull. This is a candle I want to see them trading back into, or at least giving us some pushes back into. If it gets like closed, then it means the low wasn't logged. That's why you don't see me jumping in, because I want to be sure first. I want to be sure. Okay, don't chase moves. I repeat, don't chase moves. You saw how quick they were going into the down direction. But that doesn't mean you have to be there. Doesn't mean you have to be there. I want to see them now making higher lows and higher highs. Then that will tell me that they've changed directions. Okay, that will tell me that they've changed directions. I don't know if I'll leave this trade open for you to see if I get an entry opportunity, but I can do that. However, it's gonna take some time for it to close. But as you know, I want to be in a trade for maybe 3 hours or 2 hours. But usually, I want to be in a trade for 1 or 2 hours because I want to minimize my trading time. Okay, let's look at the time. The clock is important now. Okay, the clock is important. Let's pay attention to the clock. They are busy doing their tricks, but we don't care. Okay, because we know the times. We know the times. The first hour dropped it and locked everybody out from all the previous from the previous sessions and from the previous time frames. 4 hours, 1 hours. As I've showed you, everybody has been locked out. Let's see if it's still gonna go down. Let's see if it breaks the low, then the low wasn't in place, or if it breaks the low, because they can come and break this low, close everybody else who entered on this engulf, and then move back. We don't know what they're gonna do. We just gonna wait. Back to the story of a cake. If you can't bake a cake, best option is to wait for those who can bake to bake cakes and present them. Then that way you can taste all the cakes and choose the one that tastes well. So in other words, you'll have the results and you'll be choosing from the results. So since we don't move the markets, what we do is we wait for them to do everything. And once they show us that they have moved away from that zone with an engulf at the right time, that is when, and that is only when we can enter. Why? Because now we have the results. Now we'll be knowing that everybody is trapped. Okay, and when we know that everybody is trapped, then we have the advantage. So that's the role. Okay, that's the role of this trade. Okay, so that's what we want to see. That's what we want. Okay, we want to be sure that everybody is trapped and now they are ready to move to shift zones. Okay, and when they are ready to shift things, guys, usually what they do is they increase spreads. They just increase spreads. So most of the time, if you see them increasing spreads, just know that you got them. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, there's another currency setting up quite well, which is AUD/USD. AUD/USD, let me check. Now I just have my other monitor opened up. It's just that I won't be able to show it right here because I'm recording. Okay, let me see. I will show you though. I'll show you that AUD/USD is also setting up pretty well. Yes, it's more the same as the current one we have right now. It has, however, pinned the low. It has gone 130 pips down. Okay, as you can see, it has gone 130 pips down. It has pinned the low, and let's see how it has set up. This was the first red day, the first green day. Okay, because it was going down, closing, opening high, closing low, opening high, closing low, opening high, closing low, and then all of a sudden it began to open low and close high, open low and close high. So this one is a good setup. Oh my god, I think today I have two great setups, guys. If they end up working well for me, I am gonna take them. Right now what we have to take into account is the timing. We have a consolidation that has been broken out of. Okay, guys, give the markets time to play out. Don't allow them to drag you into the wrong direction. You want to take the less stressful trades, because if this one sets up well, it's gonna go up, and then during maybe during New York session it will pull back, and then continue to go up. So look at the most amazing thing. Okay, this is a number, this is a whole number, and this is where they chose to come and bounce. Okay, so right now I have two currencies. Okay, let me open them on other monitors. Okay, because I have additional monitors right here that I can open them on, but I will be showing you every step of the way. Okay, it's what it's out, it's what it's the wait, this is okay. I need Audi USD. Let me show you Audi USD. I haven't showed you Audi USD. Okay, let me show you this one. No, wait a minute. No, not this one. No, it's not this one. This one isn't set up well, okay, because it was a fair screen day. Yes, it has broken. It's now giving us a W, but let's wait. We're not gonna counter trend a strong move. Let's just stick to this one, okay? Let's just stick to this one, because for now, yes, it's pinning and giving all sort of stuff, but I don't want to counter trend a strong move, so let's rather stick to this one, okay? Because my setups are not there to counter trend. We don't counter trend anything, and we don't want to enter too early, okay? So let's rather stick to one currency right now. Now it's making higher highs. Let's go to 1 minute. It's making higher highs. Sorry guys, I wasn't wrong on that one. So what's the time? The time is, this is the first candle of 9 o'clock. This is gonna make the first candle of 9 o'clock. We have 55 seconds left, so this is the time, as you can see. So let's see what happens. Now we have a market that is making higher highs. Okay, we want to see what the next hour will do. We have a market that is making higher highs. Yes, we want to enter early, but we also want to take into consideration if the next hour comes down and closes all these guys. So we just want to know what 9 will bring, okay? But so far so good. So far so good. So far so great. Okay, let's wait and see. 1 2 3. Could it be falling? It broke out, came back in 3 pushes. Okay, we must start paying attention to market behavior right now. Okay, what time is it now? It's 9 o'clock. Okay, I'm just gonna pull up my stopwatch right now, and I'm just gonna time now on another monitor. I'm just gonna time now, okay, on another monitor, and it's 9 o'clock exactly. So we want to know if they will confirm or reject our thesis. So we start with our drawings. Now we are certain that this was the low. This was the low of 8 o'clock. Where was I writing? Oh no, guys, I don't believe I did what I did. Okay, by the way, it's fine. I can just do it again, okay? This was the high of 8 o'clock. This was the low. This was the open of 8 o'clock. They've worked the low. And this was... Well, let's check where 7 o'clock opened, because I still need that story, guys. I still need that story. 7 o'clock opened on this candle. This was 7 o'clock open, and this was 7 o'clock high, and this was 7 o'clock low. And now I am gonna be taking into account every 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes from now everything will be recorded. This was 7 a.m. open. Okay, 7 a.m. open, and then we can just bring it to here and just drag it to here. This is where 8 o'clock opened. This is where 8 o'clock opened, 9 o'clock opened, okay? So basically, this is 8 o'clock. This is 8 o'clock open. Okay? This is how 8 o'clock opens. You see, it just came and touched here. So basically, this currency might be going, but we need to see. We need to be sure. Yes, it gave us a W, which is great. This is a W, which is great, and now it's making higher highs. But let's see what happens, okay? Let's see what happens, because first of all, yes, I have a pattern, W, and oh yes, they broke the pattern and came back 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was good, and then they engulfed it. But okay, let's just wait, because we don't want to be in a situation that will disadvantage us. Okay, now this is this is 8 o'clock low. 8 o'clock low. Okay, this is the low for 8 o'clock, and this is the high of 8 o'clock. Okay, it's fine. Okay, this is the high of 8 o'clock. This is the high of 8 o'clock. Okay, and this is 8 o'clock open, not 7 o'clock open, 8 o'clock open. This is 8 o'clock open, and this is the high of 7, and this is the low of 7. So we just have to put in these numbers. This is the low. Okay, let's create some space in between the texts, and let's lock it, and this is the high. Okay, 7 o'clock high. Okay, now which one is wrong? This one is wrong. It's 9 o'clock. This one is 9 o'clock. Okay, 9 o'clock. Okay, so I believe I have everything. Let's see now. And so far what we have is a pattern. We have this beautiful Yana pattern. We have this pattern of which they broke out and traded back into entry pushes. I didn't see that, and I believe this was supposed to be my trade. This is a W, as you can see. This is a nice W. Okay, I think I missed it here, because honestly they broke the structure and they traded back into the structure in 3 candles. So I believe I might have missed it here, because they broke out on 1, 2, 3. But all in all, we're just gonna wait and see what each hour brings. Okay, what each 15-minute brings, and we will see where we can enter. But I still think that, let me see, if I'm not getting in early, I still think right here was a good opportunity. But anyway, if it was an opportunity that is missed, I'm gonna wait for it to come to this EMA, and that's where I can just enter and see. Okay, but let's wait, because we want to see how this 15 minutes trades. Are they still trapping? Are they moving away? That's something I want to know. Okay, but I strongly believe this was a nice entry. Well, yes, I still believe this was a great entry. It's just that I missed it. What was I doing? I don't remember. Why? Because they traded back, and this engulfing immediately shifted the zone, and as you can see, they came and bounced again. So let's just see what happens. But I don't think I'm late. Wait. I'm not gonna use formal, but again, I want to make sure that I'm entering at the right time. Okay, let me see. It's what? Okay, it's GJ. Let me see. Okay, this is my pattern, and they broke structure. They came back in 3 pushes. They locked. Yes, they are pinning. Okay, guys, let's see how this candle closes. Let's see how this candle closes. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We are looking for market behavior right now, and it's 7 pause. Okay, so we just want to see how everything is gonna trade, how everything is gonna go. Okay, let me respond to this guy. Okay, let's see how it's gonna trade. Let's see how this 15 minutes trade, because what we want is to track every 15 minutes. Okay, we don't want to be late and we don't want to be early. That's why I'm on a 1 minute chart. Okay, let's see. And don't be fooled by the pins and the engulfing. Okay, don't be fooled by the pin and the engulfing, because you're gonna enter and think, oh, now they should be reversing, just to find that out now they're going how, because you can see the market structure has changed. It is now on the upside. So let's be patient. A little bit patient will pay. We want to see what happens. Okay, let's see how this candle closes. From now I'll be looking for an engulf, but there's a lot of order flow here, guys. There's a lot of order flow. Okay, there's a lot of order flow. Okay, let me see. There's just a lot of order flow. But since they're still taking people down, I wouldn't mind entering if I see a great opportunity. You just have to be patient and know what you are looking for. And I believe we've practiced a lot of patience in this trade. We have practiced a lot of patience to it. Okay, we have practiced a lot of patience. Okay, let's just see what we're gonna do. Now you see. Let's see how this candle closes. I'm worried because there's a lot of order flow here. You see, there's a lot of order flow. So let me see. I'll see if I have to wait a little longer, because there's a lot of order flow. I'm making a lot of lower lows. And if they can just come down like this, maybe lock it here, it will make a lot of sense, because there are people entering here. The market structure has changed. But let's just wait and see. Okay, let's just wait and see. Let's see how this candle closes. How many pips is this so far? It's nothing though. It's 20 pips. It's nothing. Let's see. Let's first wait, guys. Patient pays. Even though part of me believes that this was it, and had I just bought maybe my stops down here, I believe I would have got a great trade. Okay, that's what I believe personally, but let's just wait and see. Okay, patience pays. We are 11 minutes into the London hour, because I told you officially it opens at 9 o'clock, and we always take the first hour into consideration. That's what we do. But let's just be patient, see how this 9 o'clock completes the setup. Now they are playing on the line, which made Asian low. Because you have to know, When they're playing like this, they're trapping people. The market shows trap and reverses. So they're trapping people, trapping people, trapping people, trapping people. But one thing I can say is they are not letting trap traders out of the trade. Why? They are moving away. They are not going down. They're not going. They give you 3 candles, showing that they're going down, but they go up. To give you 3 candles, they go up. They give you this engulf candle, still they go up. They give you a pin and an engulf and a 3rd candle, still they're going up. Now they're still giving you pins. Now let's pay attention to this. Let's see all the closes of these candles. They gave you a pin on this one, but they didn't go anywhere. So in other words, I am bold to say they are trapping traders. Let's see how this candle closes. It's only 11 seconds. And I will feel free to, I'm entering on this engulf. Okay, I'm entering on this engulf. I've entered on my other charts because I told you I'm not going to use this one. Okay, so this is my entry. I've entered right here, and my stops are right here. Let me show you my stops. I've entered, and my stops are here. Okay, I've entered on this engulf because to me it shows me that they have done their job and now they're leaving. Okay, I've entered, guys. I've entered. Okay, and you know why I entered? Because they were trapping, and looking at these candles down here, they show you that okay, they're sending people down, but they are not really giving them the opportunity to get profit. So I have entered. Okay, I've entered. I entered here, and I told you my stops are here. Let me just calculate. I have a 13 pip stop. Okay, and right now I'm in 15 pip profit. Okay, and I'm not worried on what they're gonna do next because my thesis has been confirmed. Everything has been confirmed. Okay, and now I'm just gonna leave this trade to go, and I'm gonna get off the charts. Okay, I'm going to get off the charts. And one thing that really influenced me to enter this trade was, you see, they are showing people down and they're shifting the zone, and they are showing it to go down in 3 candles. There are many people taking this candle down because they think it's just a pullback, and immediately they shift the zone and they don't come back to this level. You see, they do it again, but they don't come back and release those who are trapped here. They do it again, they don't come back and release. So this is why I took this trade, and I took it back to the top. Okay, I took it back to the top. That's what I did. Okay, I don't know how it's gonna go, but for me, I think I've done my job and it's good because now they've shifted the zone, and once they've shifted the zone like this, chances are they are not coming back down. And they shifted the zone immediately on the 15 minutes. Now we are on 15 minutes, so this is the beginning of a new 15 minutes. So look, our 15 minutes, 9 o'clock opened, and it retested. It went down to the high, to the recent low made. It tested it, and then they pulled off immediately. So guys, I am just gonna close this chart. Yes, they will trade coming down and up and down and up, but I strongly believe they're not gonna come down to release the trap traders. Okay, that's what I strongly believe. So I'm just gonna close this chart, and I'll post the results later. Okay, I'll post the result later. Just don't want to make it too long, and I want to give the charts time to play. Okay, because usually your emotions will jump in and stop you from being profitable. So I'm not gonna be using emotions. I'm just gonna close, come back in maybe after an hour and see how it has gone. Okay, so thank you guys. I believe I showed you a setup all the way into how to enter the trade, and I'll show you the results later. I'll post the results in the community. Okay, I'll post the results in the community. Okay, I'll post the results in the community. You can also check it, guys. It's GJ. Okay, so yeah, it's going, and I just entered here. Why? I told you instead of trying to bake a cake when you can't bake, wait to have the results. Now we have the result that they are done with all the trapping. So they give us an engulf. In other words, they are shifting away from all this nonsense. And when they are shifting away from all this nonsense, we are certain that they are going and they're never coming back to the low. They're not coming back, okay? So guys, thank you. I'm posting this video. I'll post the because it's already 1 hour 20 minutes. I'll post the results later, okay? And I'm not gonna follow what happens each and every hour now, because as you can see, the trade is gone. So thank you guys.